Hey guys, it's Jess from It's Nostalgic, and we went on a picking to a honey hole that we like in Hutchinson, Kansas. We're from the Midwest, so we decided to pick around here. We went into this little vintage secondhand store that the clothing, women's clothing was half off and women's shoes were half off. So we picked that first. And I got this really cool vintage jacket that's handmade with the pockets. And it's like something my grandmother would have made. So I really like it with the wide brims. We found this really beautiful dress. It's called Connected Apparel. It's a size 16. I just really like the fabric a lot. We could probably get, I'm guessing, a 25 out of it. We found a vintage, I wish it was the nightgown with the house coat, but it was just the house coat. And I know that this is at least 15 on its own. Please don't forget about sleepwear because they really do sell. And we found this really neat jacket called Body by Victoria. And I honestly am gonna have to look this one up, but I just love that motorcycle type look. It's fall leather, it's not real leather, but I love all of the metal on it. It's just a cool look. So when I was looking, I was trying to find things that I thought would be kind of fall, like this Old Navy sweater. It's just a classic, probably 15. This one is a really cool pullover, and it's by Talbot's. Talbot's isn't a great seller, but it's at least a 10. I liked it because it's just so well made, and it's the classic print. We've got some pretties. I'm a sucker for lace. So this is just beautiful with all the embroidery, and it's a larger size. Larger sizes really do sell a lot better for us. I wouldn't go with anything super small. Tina Turk, we just sold a dress of hers, and this is lace with a lined back on it, so that's really nice. And this beautiful dress by Ariat. Just a nice, it's still so flippin' hot here. It's like 105 some days, so yeah, I guess people are still gonna buy the thinner dresses to start back to school. This is an all-around print with a nice eagle. And this one I think is my favorite. I love Martin Luther King, big fan. I Have a Dream, and probably 15 on this one. NBA, just a classic $10. Here's another sleepwear item. Nice classic pink rose, probably 15. I love all things vintage usually, so I just love, even though it is not vintage, it's made to look like vintage, and it's really a nice quality dishcloth by Rice Paper, and that's at least $12. We have some good old patches, and they're not like huge sellers, but for a quarter, why not get $5? And I love sewing, so I'm always going to go that way. And we do sell quite a bit of fabric. I would really suggest, I picked this up for $1, and all these pre-made quilt blocks, they sell $12, $15, $19 all the time. This package, I'm gonna probably get 15 out of. Look at all pre-cut stuff done. All the templates are there. someone went through a lot of work, and I picked it up for 75 cents. So here's another shirt. Nice Back to School by Eddie Bauer. So that's probably 12. These, they look brand new, guys.
They were, I think, accidentally marked like they had scuff on the back of the pocket.
But they're made to look like that.
Yeah, that was sold as is because of that, but that's the design part of it.
And these are Rockwear, and they're a higher end.
And bigger men's style too, or bigger size, so that'll help.
So that's really good. These are just, they look like a throwback from the 90s, and that's how I'm probably gonna list them, because they've got the paisley print all over. And I think some artsy young girl will just eat these up. And with going back to school, I tried to think of that way. This Mickey fleece jacket, and not fleece, it is a full zip jacket, sweatshirt. It was a pickup. And like I said, the clothing was half off. This is a really nice light jacket, and it's all in motion, which is not a bad seller. It's okay. This is a really cool, like, vintage Nike look. And then we went, actually my husband grabbed these. These are these Tevas, yeah. Tevas
always sell really well for us.
It's a good thing they're not in my size. They don't really go out the door.
We got them for I think $2 or $3. We'll probably sell them for 25 to 30.
And when you're looking at vintage stuff, these are thermos, so we're going to sell these two together, and it's probably going to be $12, $15. But Aladdin's are always going to be worth more, and we've sold the big thermos before, you know, that has the cup on the top. That's worth a lot of money. That's like $40. These are probably going to be a good 20, and we spent what?
Maybe like $1 or $2 a piece, so it wasn't very much.
But the big find, guys, was in the luggage section. The Samsonite, and Samsonite, and this is money. So,
and
Ralph Lauren. So, please, you can always, if you're out picking at places, you can always stuff all your clothing in it if you don't have a big car, which is exactly what we did, and it saves room. And I mean, how much are we talking, Nate?
This one is about 65 to 70, if not more. We found the key for it, so that helps. This one, I think it was 30 to 40. I can't remember.
We're honestly on the fence about whether to sell this one or not.
Looks like a good school bag for me, but Ralph Lauren wasn't as expensive. I still think it was around a $20 to get 20 bucks out of it.
40?
That one's around 40. These briefcases, and they always sell
quickly.
We didn't even think about luggage until our older son came home one day, and he's like, I found this and I'm just going to try it, and the thing flew out the door.
And so we have sold several old vintage, really good quality suitcases, and I think it's a lot of times, honestly, because of a necessity. Airlines are rough on luggage, and if it's made well, even though it's vintage, you still get your stuff there, right? So why not go old school?
So as far as money-wise, how much should we spend at this one?
Okay. So our grand total there, we spent $82.75, and we calculated everything up on what we thought we could make on it, and we really tried to figure very low, and it came to $545. So that's pretty good return.
So the first video of this series, we talked about going to Salvation Army, and they had things on clearance. Well, a lot of people don't think that sale items or thrift stores will have sales and clearance, but we're finding out that they are more and more, especially when they're trying to just get rid of stuff. I know our little store here in town will do fill a bag for $1 for clothing, and that's easy money right there.
And when we were at Etc., I was talking to one of the volunteers, and she was in charge of all social media, and she was like, have you checked us out? And I said, yeah, I do know that there's a page. And she goes, well, if you're a follower, keep following us, and we'll send out even better deals to our followers. So they'll be posting their clearance times, what's on sale, so you can go in, and maybe you're a reseller and you're running low on hats, and you can see that they're having a sale on hats. We'll go that day, right? So just some little things, guys. We really are enjoying not just picking and reselling for money, but something that I'd like to just put in is that it's really it's kind of like having a common hobby in our family, and it's really uniting us. Like, it's, our new daughter-in-law's constantly giving us boxes, but she likes to sell puzzles. So she puts all the puzzles together and we sell them for her. Our oldest is in college, and it's a good way for him to make extra money on the side. And so he likes to sell more toys and hunting and fossils. And it opens up your categories too. So maybe you're a family that's needing to unite. Maybe you're just reselling on your own. But it is something that's an added bonus that I didn't think was going to happen. And I just feel really blessed by our followers and our sales. And I thank you so much. So have a good one.